We have 3 Surface Hubs, 3 of these 55-inch devices in our office for 4 months, and it really changed the culture and the way of how we are doing meetings. This is a very immersive experience. And I will show you now the application we have done. So we have seen before that we have the possibility to show, to present to someone what we are doing. But we went a step further because we want to enable people to co-work, to collaborate in real time on these devices and on any other Windows 10 device you can have. So before starting with the demo of Collaboard, I want to give you the idea what Collaboard is and what it is designed for. So imagine yourself working in your office on your desk. So you have a laptop, you have some papers, maybe a picture. Some people use Post-its to write down their passwords. So we have a lot of stuff on our desk. And the idea of Collaboard is to provide you not a real desk, but a virtual desk. So somehow we took the concept and what you can do on your desk and brought this to life on a Surface Hub, on a Surface Pro, and on any other touch device. The idea of Collaboard is to provide a user interface that is very natural. So what you are doing with your papers in the real world, like inking on them or like speaking with someone, is also possible to do in Collaboard. So we will see afterwards this very natural thing to interact with technology. So now we will start and we will show you a project which we created to prepare for this event we are here. So we will do this on this Surface Hub 55-inch device, on the 84-inch device, and we have Marina doing it on a Surface Pro. So you see that this real-time collaboration between all these devices is possible. Collaboard is a Windows 10 universal app, so you can download it from the Windows Store and then install it. When we launch Collaboard, we have this introductory screen that tells us to tap and hold to the screen. So we will do this right now. So when we tap and hold to the screen, this radial menu appears. You see a very simple menu that enables us now to load an existing project or to create a project. And I'm not stuck to a ribbon that is on top of the application. So what I can do, I can freely move this menu around and position it where I want to have it, so where I want to start working with it. As I told you before, we are now showcasing this project which we use to plan this event. Therefore, we will load a project. I have now to type in my username because all the others need to see if I'm doing something on my virtual desk and they need to know that I am doing this. Then we need to enter a project code and the project key. That is the authentication, so that anybody who has Collaboard on their device is able to log in to the Collaboard project. Thank you. So I can now use the pen to ink directly into the text box my name. So now Collaboard is recognizing my handwriting and the name is directly put into the text box. I can also use my voice, so I will now dictate to Collaboard the project number we're using. 408. Okay, there's a 2 in it, this is not good. 408. Somehow this 2 is coming back, so I will...
Just to clarify, because this device is set it up in English, so our English is not really good. There will come devices set up in German, so they will recognize your natural speech.
Yeah, we also tried it with Michael, and Michael was recognized somehow like my code, or so. Now I will enter the key, so to really authenticate and to load the project. So you see now I have the different possibilities to enter with the pen, with my voice, or then with the keyboard. So when I'm now pressing OK, the project is loaded. And what is happening now, all this data is coming from Microsoft Azure, and we're able to load this project from anywhere where I am on this planet. So I just need to have an internet connection, and then can load the project. What we see now here is a very huge canvas. On the bottom corner here, we have the minimap, and on this minimap, we can move around this huge canvas. And imagine now the desk you are working on, just like 10 times bigger, with a lot of more possibilities to do stuff. So we move now here in the middle of this Collaboard project, and we see this project is about this lounge event and what we can do. So we needed to do several things. So we needed to check the location, creating some advertising material to invite you all. Then we needed to check some things, to prepare things. So this is all the things we have done in the past. And then we will show you what we will do then right now in real time with all us together. So about the location. Usually when we're doing an event, we're doing a brainstorming with marketing. And Marina, who is in Berlin, she's very experienced about doing events. So what she's doing now, she's writing down where we could host this event. So you see now, this tile is locked by her while she's writing an idea. For example, the aura could be an idea. Or then, so as soon as she finished writing, and then the idea she has is transmitted. So, or the Bananenreiferei. So we see someone abroad in Berlin writing in real time what's happening. Then Tamara also had some ideas where we could go. And you see now, while she's writing, this tile is locked, and as soon as she saves it, it is transferred in real time to this sticky note. So what this is a sticky note, like a post-it, as we use the German term, and I can do several things. When I'm working with post-its, I have two problems. The first problem is when I'm creating a new post-it, and if I start writing on it, I don't have enough space. So we have the possibility to enlarge this post-it, to make it a bit bigger, or to make it even huge. So we can really work on these post-its as we have seen before working on the whiteboard. So we have here the ability to do much more than just with the whiteboard. We can also like change the background color. We don't need a blue one. We can have a red one, dependent on the color we want to use. So now we had the idea about Kaufleuten, about the Eira, then the Bananenreiferei, and I knew that there is another cool location. So I'm writing this down here as well, like the Swiss Hotel. So you see, when I'm inking, we have the same experience as on the whiteboard before. After checking which location is maybe the best, we thought, okay, let's go to the Swiss Hotel. So this one is where we want to go. Marketing already visited the Swiss Hotel, show what they have done when they were at the location. They uploaded some pictures. But maybe if you look close at this picture, you see it's in the wrong direction. So maybe they have they made the picture wrong, or there is something this is not applicable. So what we can do now with Collaboard, we can enable the rotation of tiles. So I can go here and turn this picture into the way I want to have it. Imagine now working with an architecture plan or with any other thing you need to adjust in the way you want to have it. This is a very natural experience. As we can work with pictures on our real desk, we can turn them around and do stuff with it. And then marketing was uploading some other pictures just to see if this location is really where we want to go. So you see now she's uploading this picture. This is going to Azure, and as fast as the internet connection is, it gets immediately here on the Collaboard. So you see now these pictures are loaded. And while the pictures are loading, we were thinking about how to guide you all here. And the idea was to provide a map. And with this map, we will show you where to go. So we have the possibility in Collaboard to start searching for some maps. So I will not use voice recognition to tell Oerlikon, because this will surely not work. So I will write here Oerlikon. And then we're doing the search over maps. So what is happening now? We have Bing Maps integrated directly in Collaboard. And this shows you somehow how seamless the experience is then working with this application. So we see here now this occasional map. We can also have the satellite view and change, go to the view we need to have. So I think this is quite nice. So we will move a little bit down. So we see here now the train station. I'm making now a picture out of the map. And then I go here, enlarge the picture. And now I was never before than today at the Swiss Hotel. So Tamara needs to draw me how I can go from the train station directly to the hotel. And as soon as she saves, we have it here immediately. Okay, so everything was clear about the location, and all the people knew how to come here. So let's see what is next. We move back to the lounge event center of the Collaboard, and then we were thinking about creating some advertising material to tell what Collaboard is and what we can do with it. So now what I want to do is some brainstorming, because I'm sure you all have ideas what we can use for advertising material. And we're doing this now by using another cool feature of Collaboard, by using the record audio function. So I have here now the possibility to record what we were speaking about. Imagine now people abroad, so they don't have a very good internet connection for Skype for Business or something like that. So they can use the voice recognition to dictate something directly into Collaboard, so all the others are able to hear and see. So now let's try this with the audience and get some ideas what we could use for advertising material. So do you have some ideas what we could use? HoloLens, good one. Mailing. So a flyer, roll-up, stickers. So a lot of ideas. And when I save this now, I have somehow a sticky note as well, but just with audio. So I will enlarge this now and write down ideas from the audience. And then what we can do, we can listen to this again, but I don't think that we need to do this. Our marketing girls in Berlin already created some advertising material, and then they were uploading this directly to Collaboard, so we could see if this is the right one, if we need to correct something, or what we need to do to improve all this stuff. So what we see here is the flyer of Collaboard. This is now a PDF. And in this PDF I have, oh, okay, it's locked by Tamara. I think maybe something is not good. It's good. Yes, she's typing. So Tamara is now collaborating on this PDF. Maybe let's remove this one here. And she's writing down something that it is an old picture. And as soon as she has done this, we see here that the comment that this is an old picture. So we need maybe to create another flyer with a newer picture. And as you have seen before, we have these newer pictures done. But I wanted to mention another thing. If I have now a PDF with 2 pages, with 10 pages, with 20 pages, we can work on this. We can go here with this arrow to the next page, and we can ink and highlight stuff directly into the PDF. So I can like highlight something, I have different colors and different shapes dependent on how I want to highlight stuff. When I was at university, I had some color code, for example, for yellow, green, and purple. So you can really work with these different types of colors to highlight stuff. And you have also the possibility to directly ink to correct things or say, good job, this is greatly done. And everything that is done, if she switches to the next page then, is transferred directly. So, but I don't like this picture, because this picture here, it was seen all over the world, and all the people who have been in touch with the Surface Hub know these two guys. I don't know the names, but so we have created a new flyer, and now marketing added this new flyer. So we see it's loading here. While it is loading, we see that we are not, we somehow not caged in the form of this PDF. This, for example, is a roll-up, and it has some other dimensions. So we don't have only the ordinary PDF with the A4 format. We have also the possibility to work with other formats. And now you see here the same flyer with just the greater picture. And maybe the important thing on these pictures which I want to show to you is that we have two people collaborating on the Surface Hub. As Giorgio mentioned, this is a team device for multiple people to work on the same device. And you see here a Surface 3 and a Surface 4 where the same project is loaded, so people really could work together on this project. Then here we see the invitation letter. This is a Word, and we have a lot of advertising material. Maybe you have seen some of that while you come in, or we have sent you this before. So now we knew where to go. We figured out which location is the best. We used Collaboard for this brainstorming, for the decision, uploaded some pictures from where we have like visited the location. We have done the advertising material. Then we needed to check for some things. For example, we need to make sure that the 84-inch Surface Hub is here. And believe me, it is not very easy to transport this device. Luckily, Microsoft was providing this for us, so we didn't only need to transport the 55-inch device, but this is also somehow a bit of a challenge, but it went really good, and the device is here. Then we needed to bring our two HoloLenses and the presentations. So you see here, we used a sticky note just for a to-do list to check if everything is here. And luckily, all the devices came on time. Then as well, we needed to have a powerful Wi-Fi, and we had to think about a lot of other stuff. So preparation went well, and now the question is, what do we need now? Alessandra told before in this presentation that the modern company needs to be very agile, needs to be active in social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. So what do we need to be there active? We cannot only talk about stuff. We also need to create pictures, make videos. And I will now show you how we can make some pictures with Collaboard. So I have here the possibility to add a tile and then start the camera. So what is happening now is one of the Surface Hub cameras is running. I can also log into the project on my Windows phone, on any other device, and take some pictures of you, of the audience, and then they're uploaded directly to this Collaboard. So if I press here this button, we have now the picture of the audience. We can make it bigger. We can ink directly on the picture. Do some stuff here, we can save this, and then it will be transferred to all the other Collaboards. But pictures are nice, they're cool to share, but pictures are very static. So what do we need to do? We need to make some videos. And you see here this red button, this somehow invites me to press on it. And if I press this button, Collaboard is now starting to record what we are doing. So we can use this on the Surface Hub, but we can also use this on the phone. Imagine walking around, seeing some cool things you maybe it maybe helps you bring your project further. So just take a picture with your phone, upload it to the Collaboard, and then you have it directly. You don't need to use the mailing app to send pictures anymore. So you have it directly into the board. So now we can go and play what happens. So I will disable the audio so I don't hear myself twice talking. And now what we can do, we saw that Giorgio was waving. I can take a picture directly out of the video. So I have the possibility to ink on the video itself, but also as well as take some pictures out. So if we run it now again, we see now the video is running. I take out some pictures. From each second I can so have pictures from the video we've created. And then we're somehow done. We have all the pictures, we have the videos to do some social media activities after the event. Then we can move back to the center, and then we have seen now that we have done all the things for the event. So now maybe you think that Collaboard is a cool device for planning an event, a cool application for planning an event, but it is much more. It is a very generic application. And with generic, I mean it is possible to adapt it to a lot of other use cases. And before ending the presentation, I want to show you 2 use cases where we believe that Collaboard, together with the Surface Hub, can really change the way how people are working. So I have to put in my USB stick. Say close project. So you see, I can also interact with my voice with Collaboard. So I say now close the project. Now I create a new one. When I restart the application. Okay. So the devs say I should restart the application. So let's do this, just to make sure that everything is working fine. So it's like new project.
Your English is not that well.
Yeah. So I will type in now my username. Now what I get here is the project key and code. This key and code can be shared with anybody, and so I can log into the project. And then we have the possibility to also load files directly from a USB stick. And I will show you now some examples for architecture. And what is happening now, all the files are loaded from the USB stick, and they are directly transferred to Azure. So we see here now some plan, and I can really make it as big as I need it to work on this plan. So I can go here and start inking, and maybe we have here some smoke coming out of the chimney. And I can make it smaller again, and I have also the possibility, if I have a lot of pictures, to put them in a library, so to have some sort of order. So I can take now this picture and put it here directly into the library. I can take another one, put it here, have a sticky note, put it into the library, and with the library, we have now this view where you can scroll around, and you have to imagine this library is now just this shape here. So we can have more or less any shape in this library. And this is how we can start adopting business processes directly in Collaboard and on the Surface Hub. The other example I want to show you is about the project for the health area. So we will load some X-rays and some graphs. And this is how doctors could work together in the future. So we have the doctor at home, we have the doctor in the hospital, and so they can start collaborating directly in it. So you see now we have to enable the tile rotation again, so I can move them as I want to have them. Oops, so now it's it went into the library, so I take it out of the library again. Can make this bigger so I can see what's happening in the brain of this guy, and I can start inking and highlighting directly on this stuff. And we believe that with Collaboard and Surface Hub, we have a new way of how people will work in the future in their private life, but also at their workplace in the business. Thank you very much for listening. Now, it continues. The next presentation will be by Gianpaolo, one of our MVPs, and he will introduce to you the HoloLens and show you what will be possible